Yo, so the last several days have been crazy. I haven't slept for probably like 2 days or something. Um, but I've just been working nonstop, like most of the time. Probably spent like a total of like 5 hours just not working, like with family, things like that. But like I've learned so much, made so much progress in courses and just mindset, things like that. And like I'm finally starting to see the results of that, not only because I managed to completely rebuild and restructure our system that we had for content, so it's much more efficient for my client. um, if you don't know, I run a short form content business, basically helping agents scale their content on Instagram, and basically getting them deals from the internet, getting their name out there, and building up trust, that kind of stuff, and building them a brand that people recognize. Um, and I've we ended up completely restructuring that. We figured out what works really well and how to balance it so people don't get tired of that format, because that's what happened to us one time. We were getting several thousand views on videos, and then it just plummeted. And I figured that would happen, but we didn't have anything in time to like counteract that, so it ended up happening, where views went down to like 400, 500 on Instagram, which is terrible. Um, and and we did some testing, and we know exactly what the problem is. We fixed it, and we're just waiting to see what it turns out to be like. So I'm just capitalizing on the time I have to just learn as much as I can and improve all the stuff that we have. But it's just crazy how I just completely restructured everything we did, um, and honestly, it just completely changed the potential, just the potential results that we could get for my client. And for my other client, we just started doing short form because for this one in particular, we're doing long form to start, because it's a slightly different client, not exactly in my niche, but the details don't matter. But we're starting to see better results on there too. Everything prepared for the next upload, all of that kind of stuff. So it's just a matter of like keeping this momentum going. I know I can't stay awake forever, so I'm gonna end up sleeping today. Probably honestly just not gonna even set an alarm, just wake up whenever. Um, Hopefully that won't screw things up too badly, but um, like the way things are going now, I just completely everything was going to hell. And if I wouldn't have made that shift and just completely restructured several major things, it just would have went to hell. Um, so I'm very tired right now. A few of my coaches are yelling at me that I haven't been showing up to like calls and like coaching calls and all that other crap, but I'm I don't know, I'm fixing things and working. Um, but I realized I was having problems with just discipline in general. But I mean today, like I had my blocker going. I literally couldn't do anything fun. So I literally had this routine of like I would do one task and then like go out of my room, kind of walk around the house, get something to like snack on, things like that. Maybe get a coffee, depending on the time, um, and then and then come back. And then if you're not in the mood to work, rather than just kind of like what I used to do is think, well, if I listen to music and get all hyped up and everything, then I feel great. But that didn't translate into me wanting to work. That just gave me dopamine and I didn't do anything. So what I started doing instead is I would just put on an Alex Ramosi video, and then I would focus on that. And then I'd look over and see on my other monitor just this editing project and whatever. And I'm like, you know, I'm like focused already and I'm in the zone. So it's not that difficult to just switch focus to the other monitor and do that. Because I know, hey, I have like another 30 minutes to finish this project up. And honestly, it wasn't even that much work. It was just getting to work. And I found the best way to get to work from when you don't feel like working is either go for like a short walk or just kind of do something that doesn't require a screen, or or just like watch like an Alex Ramosi video, or like a video that requires your mind to process information, not just some fucking Minecraft bullshit. I don't know. Whatever games are popular now. I haven't played like downloadable games in probably a year or two. But like just like get like don't give yourself an option not to work, because as soon as you go, I don't feel like working, you turn on YouTube, start binge watching shit, then that's when everything is derailed. But I literally sat there for like 5 minutes just staring at my monitor at the work, and I was like, man, I don't really want to do this. And then I just started watching the video about like sales or like team building or something like that. And then like I started focusing on that because, okay, this is kind of interesting, but it's also like, business oriented. And then after like 5 minutes, I'm in the zone, I just turn my attention to that and get it done, and I did that several times, because between every time I finished like a project or something else and had to move on to the next thing, I had that same like effect again. And today I just absolutely crushed it because I got everything done and I even had time to spare at the end of the day. So I'm very proud of that. And I think I've figured out like a combination of things which allow me to really do that like easily. It's not really like, because if you just sit there thinking about it for too long, your mind has time to come up with reasons not to do it or to take a break. Well, you have like another hour or two to do this. You could probably get this done in 10 minutes. Like that's the kind of stuff you want to avoid. You want to like stop negotiating with yourself, and it's helped me a lot. So that's my rant for the day. I think I forgot to post yesterday, but the reason for that was because I was literally just working and I lost track of time. By the time I remembered I was supposed to post, it was like 2 a.m. So that wouldn't have even been yesterday. So like I guess it would technically be today's, but that's beyond the point. So if you don't know what I'm rambling on about, I'm basically documenting every day of what it's like to run a short form content agency business for real estate agents, and showing the lows, the highs, the everything. And just kind of the whole goal of this is to inspire people who are going through problems like this. Reach out to me on Instagram if you need help with anything, mindset, any of that kind of stuff. Like, I'm happy to help you out. And eventually I'll probably make a school community, start posting on Instagram, so stick around for that, because I'm getting stuff set up. As soon as some other stuff arrives this September, I'm definitely going to start putting out content. And like, just start sharing my mindset, like how I figured out my mindset, how I went from being lazy, not really wanting to do anything with my life. Now I'm just running a business and trying to scale it. Like, I think a couple of my friends who I haven't really talked to a lot recently, because I don't go to physical school anymore. I go to online school. But they randomly texted me and asked me if I wanted to go like hang out, and I just said no, man. I'm busy. And then they were like, "What could you possibly be busy with?" And then I sent them a screenshot of my calendar, and it was just completely packed with things to do. And then they're like, "Holy man, you're crazy!" Like, they literally just typed, "You're crazy," and I was like, okay, that's cool. But there's still work to do, so I'm gonna work. But yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you're succeeding at whatever your goals are, fitness, business, whatever it is. And stick around, watch the journey. If you need more context, go ahead and watch the first video. That'll tell you everything you need to know. Maybe a few of the more important ones. And yeah, that's all I got.